What's up, everybody? Happy Memorial Day, or at least I'm coming to you on this Memorial Day. Memorial Day, we remember all of those who have passed, especially those who have fought for our country. Those people are the most important people, I think, or should be remembered. I always think about World War II and all those people who fought for us and sacrificed for us to be where we are today. So appreciate anybody with veterans out there, anyone MIA, all that sort of stuff. So I appreciate you guys coming in. We're doing a Monday, obviously live. No Tuesday morning live. We're doing a Monday. I did post early today that we're going to be doing this tonight so we can get some fresh people in. There's a lot here. So more likely you could be watching this tomorrow or something like that. Well, welcome in. What's up, Andrew? Juliet, good morning. Sandy, what's up? Everybody on Facebook, YouTube, lands. Hope everyone had a good day. You can see I got a little bit of sun today. I wasn't expecting to get that much sun, but the sun was out. It was just one of those a little bit cooler, but destroyed your day. But it's good. Good. Life is good today. I like that name. What's up? Packing my long weekend sales too. Let's go. Yeah, that's lots of sales this weekend. And so what I did was earlier, maybe about 11 o'clock when I posted that I was going to be live tonight, I got everything ready to go, printed off my labels, and then I had more things sell today. I had 9 more things sell today. I'm just not going to do those right now. I can do those tomorrow or another day. So I'm not going to go grab all those items. One of them was a nice blazer, a couple Robert Graham, stuff like that. So let me go to what is actually all. Okay. All right. How are sales? Everyone, I'm in the house. What's up, Alicia? What's up, pure friend? Monday evening class. I know no Monday morning. How are sales during the weekend? Anybody run a Memorial Day sale? I ran one sale. And it was for women's clothing. I was on live when I started the sale last week. I think I have it going this whole week, to be honest. Women's clothing. I had like one thing sell out of that sale on eBay. I ran a sale. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. What's up, Lakeland? I'm procrastinating doing mine. Yeah, I know. Well, you guys don't have to do it till tomorrow. You don't have to ship today or tonight. What's up, Blended? What's up, Blended? Yeah, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it tonight. All those jerseys. I know. Pacers jerseys. I got another one to add to the collection. Proud to have this Caitlin Clark jersey here. Did not thrift this. I bought it. So definitely need to have a Caitlin Clark jersey. Pacers completely blew the game last night. It's okay. We're up 2-1 for those who care. Was at the race yesterday. Good sales over the weekend. I think I sold at least 50 items on eBay. Let's see, Poshmark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on Poshmark, a Depop and Mercari. And I got another warning from Poshmark about delisting items. So I'm in the doghouse with Poshmark. I was out of the doghouse and then they sent me that warning. So I bet tomorrow I'll get suspended again from relist or listing new items is what they call it. So what I did, I made sure I sunk all my inventory over to Nifty, and then I cross-listed everything I haven't cross-listed over to Poshmark, because if they do suspend me, I still get sales. I just can't cross-list for the day it takes them to unsuspend me. So yes, did a sale, 7 going out tomorrow. Let's go. Yeah, but you got to, just like any of those like furniture stores or anywhere, you can always run a sale. Next week you can do the beginning of June sale, kick off your summer sale. And then after that, it's going to be Father's Day sale. All that sort of stuff. What's up, Amy D? We get a store-wide sale. Went great. My wife and I are packing while we watch. Well, let's talk about it. Let's pack some stuff. Definitely have some things to talk about here, too. Breaking news. Always breaking news. Everything's breaking news. Like the sun went down today. That's breaking news. It goes down every day. Love the New Jersey. Appreciate it. Me too. I need that Caitlin Clark. Was thrifting today, got 6 pair of Carhartt new with tag double knee. Guys, double knee Carhartt, well, obviously new with tag's great, but double knee Carhartt, definitely a bolo. Ralph Black, getting it. Here we go. How about this one? I am new reseller on eBay and Poshmark. And my question is, should I level up my eBay to a store? Do you think that helps? Good question. So I don't think a store will necessarily help your eBay sales. I think you get a store once your insertion fees become more than what a store would give you. So a store might give you, I don't know the numbers, but let's say 500 free insertions. So free listings. And you have to pay for all your insertion fees. And once you get to 500, you're paying more than it would if you got a store. Then you get a store. Does a store make you more sales? In my opinion, no. Unless you want to run sales constantly or send coupons, which I don't do. I just do Nifty and promoted. But no. For Nifty, for eBay, for anything, you really don't want to be spending money that won't be making you money in return quickly, like right away. Only 18 sales this weekend. Only 18 sales. Life is good. That's not bad. 18 sales is not bad, especially if you have like not a huge store. I had several sales as well. Let's go. Yeah, people were shopping this weekend. Hello, I'm in Mexico. What's up, Suarez? In Mexico? Listen, at the race, there's a racer from Mexico award. And I was rooting for him to win the 500, but he didn't win this year. He got like third or fourth. How much do I promote at? I promote at 9%. I know it's crazy. People don't like it or whatever, but I've tried 2, I've tried 5. Just bear with me. If you've been with me a while, I know like a lot of you guys have been here and always are in here, but I'm going to go over if it's a regular sale, if it's a Nifty sale or promoted sale. And you'll get a look to see how many items get sold via promoted or Nifty. Great score, Ralph. You need to post every day and find things that have great sell-through rate. Yeah, I would say keep your store active every day. You need to send out offers. You need to list or recreate every day, which you guys know I have Nifty recreate every day. So you need to be active every day in your eBay store, no doubt. What's up, Brock? Right, I'm only 2 months into that. I think I got Nifty a little too quick because I'm not selling consistently yet. I'm definitely selling weekly, but not daily yet. Yeah, you don't need to rush into anything. If I were starting over right now, I wouldn't I would list stuff on eBay. So I got like 125 items listed, and then I'm listing 3 to 5 every day. And then I'd probably start cross listing. And then also get that automation to send out offers and all that sort of stuff, because that is important. Sending out offers and recreates on eBay, really important. I know you're a Pacer fan, but of course I'm in New York looking for my Knicks stuff. You're not going to find Knicks stuff in this house, okay? You're not going to find Knicks stuff, but you guys had a good comeback win last night. I guess we deserved it since we did it to you guys in New York. It's a good series. Let's just put it that way. It's a good series. All right, first thing going out. Couple things with this shirt we want to talk about. This is a blade collar. So as your collar that is not folded over, it's a blade collar. And it has this symbol right here, which is USA Soccer. That's USA Soccer. I actually bought a hat recently with the USA Soccer symbol. But that's USA Soccer. Anything with USA Soccer does well. In fact, I think on one of my recent lives, we sold a USA Soccer jersey. We talked about it. It was that Bomb Pop jersey, I remember. But this sold for $22.99. And this sold within 7 days. My jersey collection is stellar. Thanks. I have some more too. I have some. You probably can have one here. I have another Jalen Rose here. I just need more hooks. $22.99, $5 for that. So we're looking for blade collars and Nike polo shirts, Nike golf polo shirts. I like blade collars. They usually always sell for more than 20. So depending what your buy cost is. And then US Soccer stuff sells really well for me too. That's Michael. Going out to Michael. All right. See some questions. I know we're going to have a lot of questions tonight, and I love it. Do you use any kind of AI to take photos or create your listings for you? I don't as of right now, chick. I know Nifty has like that AI creator. I haven't tried it yet. I don't use an AI anything right now. The only AI I use is like the auto sales detection and stuff that Nifty has. But yeah, I don't. I'm sure it's going to be like great. I'm on vacation and have my store on vacation mode. Would you still list every day, or would you schedule then to post off vacation mode? Good question. So blooming, when I'm on vacation, you have to turn your Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop stores off. No one can buy stuff from there. But while I'm on vacation mode on eBay, I continually to list stuff. I have all my pictures on my phone. For example, when I go on a cruise, all my pictures are on my phone. When I'm on the cruise, like at night before bed, or if I'm just chilling by the pool, I'll list stuff here and there on eBay. So yeah, I continue to list. Is it better to do that or schedule listings? Either. If you know, like, listen, I have 20 listings I want to get out while I'm gone for 5 days, I'm going to schedule them 4 a day, then that's fine too. That's pretty much the same thing that I would be doing, right? If I'm listing every day. But yeah, that's what I'd say. Ever near Birmingham hit the Love Lady Center Monday, the 50% off tags, 50% up to $19.99. Tuesday, 30% off seniors. Wednesday, 30% off veterans. Listen, veterans should get a discount every day of the week. Every day of the week. Thanks for the info, Ralph. But our Goodwills used to have veteran discount every day of the week, senior citizen discounts on Wednesdays, and then like 99-cent Sundays. They got rid of all the discounts. Okay. But veterans and like first responders, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say this too because I was a teacher, but teachers, they should get discounts year round, especially armed service and veterans. What's up, Cody? Do a quick thrift tonight with my missus and got back in town. Found a 1986 Ghostbuster game for $2. Comes for as high as $150. Let's go. Little date night at the thrift store, Cody. Doesn't get better than that. At least for me. Probably for you too. I don't know. I know your wife likes it too. List 125, then list 3 to 5 items a day, then use your Crosslister. Thanks for these pointers. I'm getting my reselling back and running in June. Let's go. You sound like a teacher. That's when we get back in the hustle of reselling, being a teacher. Sold one of these bad birdies. The story behind this, if you missed one of my recent lives, is I had 5 of these that I was looking at every day, and I'm like, I can't believe those haven't sold yet, because they weren't listed anymore. For some reason, I had less quantity on there or something, but just make sure you check your inventory. Every once in a while, I'll see something and notice like, hey, that's not listed. So you're going to see quite a few of those being sold. I think I sold like all but one. $27.99. I paid $11 for that. $11 for Bad Birdie new with tag. So Bad Birdie, I really don't buy in used condition anymore. Lisa, it's going to Lisa. Again, going out ground. Usually I do like 8x6x1 when I do shirts, and then at like 11 ounces, something like that. Also snagged some Ninja Turtle figurines from my childhood. One of them goes for $200 to $300. Don't let it go, Cody. It's from your childhood. Don't let it go. I was mad about the Pacers loss. Nate, I was too. In fact, Jameson, my son, was crying, which is good. That means he truly has the love for the Pacers, and I'm not mad about it. Do you do flat rate shipping? If so, what amounts do you do? Good question. So on eBay, Janelle, I do buyer pays shipping, and it's calculated shipping. So on everything I'm doing, buyer pays shipping, and then on most things I do calculated. And I'll tell you along the way if I don't. I'll do padded flat rate on a few things. I'll tell you later. That's on eBay. Buyer pays shipping. I put in the dimensions and I put in the weight. A Poshmark, buyer pays shipping. I put everything in a priority. Depop, Mercari, buyer pays shipping. I don't do flat rate. And it's not to say it's not good. That's just, I don't do it. There are plenty of people that do and are very successful doing it. Same in Chicago, got rid of military and senior discounts this year. It's ridiculous. Military, I mean, like senior, everyone's going to be a senior, but not everyone is going to go put their life on the line for the country. So agree. Vets should always get what they want. Yeah, I agree. Vets should get everything that comes to it. Whoops, 2 towns over. All right. Next item is a sold via promoted listings. I told you, I'm going to tell you, this is a herringbone Untuckit, 100% cotton, but it has that herringbone pattern. If you can just see it barely, it has a herringbone pattern, which is why I got it. Again, you might not be able to see it well. There you go, a little bit. That's herringbone. You see it mostly in blazers, but that's why I picked this one up. Beautiful folding system. I worked really hard on my folding. And this is going out in a, so those who are new here, this is going out just in a ground poly Millar. It's going to Anthony. That sold for $17.99. $17.99 via promoted listing. Untuckit. I told you I'm not picking up cotton Untuckit. That one was cotton, but it was a little unique because it had that herringbone. So there's an asterisk by everything. These are some North Face shorts. Again, new with tags. Got these for 75% off, whatever that was. They sold for $29.99 via promoted listings. I got this at the same sale as that Bad Birdie sale. Retail arbitrage. This is going to Anthony. Anthony. Oh, let's go. Cody, we've had our best month and our best weekend thus far. Promote. Thanks for the knowledge and seducing the missus for us to promote. Yeah, so if you guys, again, if you're new here, Cody's been in here a minute. And not too long ago, he was in here. He's like, sir, please tell my wife that we need to promote. Like, explain to her. So we talked about promoting, and she gave him the okay, and these are the results. And eBay's not paying me to tell you to promote. I don't make any money for telling you to promote. I'm just telling you that I make more money myself by promoting. Just telling you. I should be like eBay. Let me tell people to promote. You guys pay me. They'll be like, who? No. You print labels yourself, or do you get the receipt? No, I print all mine at home. If you print your labels at home directly from the eBay or wherever, you'll save money. For example, if someone sent me like $7.95 for a label, it'll probably cost me $6 to print the label. So you actually will save a little money. You're going to make a little money, to be honest. This sold via promoted listing as well. This is a pair of Lululemon shorts. Someone in the Surfs reseller community today actually asked about that little logo right there. That is the 3rd generation Lululemon logo. 3rd generation with the square. And they said, is it authentic? Yes. Not on this piece, on their own. This sold for, what I say it sold for? $23.99 via promoted listing. So, Cody, that one goes out to you. I can't believe the Pacers lost the game last night. Mike, I know. I don't want to talk about it. They literally lost the game. Up 20 points, and you lose the game. Now, be it in the first half up 20 points. And all you had to do was win that game, and the series basically over. Up 3-0. They would have to win 4 straight. Series over. Didn't take care of business. A pair of cool pants. Now, I actually have to put the little video out. I made a little short. Went to a church sale, actually a church thrift store. They had their cool pants marked at $10, I feel like, each. And it was still worth for me picking them up. These are size 36 by 34. Really good size. These are like a nylon blend. 36 by 34 is a great size. Sells quick. They sold for $34.99. I think I got 3 pair. I've only listed this one and sold quickly. But yeah, cool. If the Pacers win, finals are going to sell a lot of Pacer t-shirts. Oh, yeah, for sure, Nate. For sure. I don't know. If the Pacers win and we go to the finals, it's like, do I buy tickets? I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend that money. I don't talk about it, but this year, like I turned 40 in February. One of my goals is like trying to save as much money as I can. Yeah, and buying tickets, I bet they'll be like $800 a piece. That just doesn't fit my metrics right now. I'm a Thunder fan from Oklahoma. I want the Pacers and Thunder's final. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be such a fast-paced game. I tell you what, though, the Timberwolves and Thunder are fun to watch. I love watching those two teams. Those are really great games. And the Knicks and Pacers, to be honest. When do you typically do your lives? Good questions. So I typically do my lives Monday mornings, but it was a holiday today. We went out on a lake Monday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A lot of times Wednesdays and Fridays too. I don't know how this week will look, but yeah, usually in the mornings. But you can always rewatch them. What's up, Tams? Tams, today we talked about the lighting setup. Do I do offers? So I have Nifty send out offers, but I do offers on all my items that are like over $30. Most of my items under $30. For example, I knew that would sell for $35. I did not do best offer on that. This next item sold via Nifty because it sold $19.80. I do not do best offers on things that I price at the low end of the market. I price it cheap and people buy it cheap. These are Johnny O Prep Performance shorts. These are $3.99 and I sold them for $19.80. $19.80. Do I surf? Yeah. Surf the thrift store aisles all day long. You know, we surf the thrift store aisles. No, I live in Indiana. I don't surf here, but I have surfed. I've surfed on the North Shore of Oahu, and I have a skimboard. I used to skimboard a lot. I just love the beach. I love the ocean, and that's what came to me. Going out to Thomas. So quite a few already, Cody, promoted or Nifty sales. Next item is a regular sale. It is a 511 tactical polo shirt. 511 tactical polo shirt. These do okay. They're not a for sure pickup. I mean, I don't know. Depends your buy cost. They're $5 for me. 511 tactical. And a lot of times they have this little hole right here on the side. I don't know if it's for like a pin or what, but it's always like right here on the shoulder. 511 tactical shirt. This sold for $16.99. I bought it for $5. $5 and a $16.99. Who won the Indy 500? It was Polo, a Spanish driver. The guy who I had to win it got second. And today they announced his car was not up to specifications. They rigged his car a little bit, messed with it. So today they moved him all the way back to 32nd place. And he got second. He got second to 32nd. So that's a bummer. And I know the purse, the guy who got first got like 3.5 million. Second probably would have been like 3 million. Instead, he got probably like 200,000. This is a brand that's new to me. Wellen. The comps weren't that great on these, but I picked them up anyways. They sold really fast for $17.99. Make sure they go to Mike. They are going to Mike. And they were just a regular sale. Regular sale. Lighting is killing me. Can't get dark colors right. Okay, so Lucky. Today I put on my Facebook, if you follow me over there, or go to surfstepfinds.com, you'll see my Amazon. The lights I bought are on sale right now. Someone messaged me and said, hey, those lights you bought are on sale, just so you know. So I put it on my Facebook page that they're on sale. Those lights make a huge difference. I'll tell you this too. Hold on real quick. Make sure this is going out. Wellen short, $17.99 on eBay. Cost me $3.99. When you have your phone, there's a little on an iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, just chuck it in the lake, and then go get an iPhone. And once you get an iPhone, there's your camera setting, right? When you go to photo, that little plus and minus symbol, the little plus and minus symbol right there. And then you can change like the hues, how dark you want it. See how now all those jerseys you can see really well in the back. But if I do it regular, it's too bright, way too bright. That's what I mess with that when I take pictures. So the blues come out perfect and the blacks come out perfect, all that sort of thing. That's what I use, and it comes out pretty well. Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. This one sold via promoted listings, $19.99. Extra large, just regular Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. Love the haul video. Had to give you a hard time about whining about Polo Ralph Lauren cost. Ours are so high, $9.99 to $14.99. Gotta work around. Yep, gotta work around. If my Polo Ralph Lauren, if this was $9.99 to $14.99, I wouldn't have got it. I'd be getting other things. I look at kids' clothes more. I just find whatever they have cheaper, and I'd find the good items in that area. That's what I would do. Thomas, going out to Thomas. Speaking of Polo Ralph Lauren, there's a Polo Ralph Lauren. Do you do any flea markets? Tech and Sports is making millions by showing up to flea markets and picking up all the good brands. Yes, David. So here where I live in Indianapolis, we don't have really any flea markets around here. I wish we did because I love that hustle. I love the flea markets. We just don't have those around here. So we have the bins, we have estate sales, we have Goodwill stores, we have a few church stores, and we have garage sales. That's what we have around here. We have one flea market that I like, some that are farther away from Indianapolis, but nothing crazy like that. I have 511 Tactical store about 3 minutes from me. Well, then you should be able to find some 511 used stuff into your Goodwills. When our 511 Tactical showed up here in Indy, there's a store, 511 Tactical store. I started finding it more. Where's the box, Amy? I got a big box for you, girlfriend. I got a big box for you, girlfriend. I see one of the classmates. Oh, Brock. Yeah, look. Brock. Nate is one of my old students, and Brock. Nate and Brock. I got to go those thank you stickers at Walmart. I got those thank you stickers at Walmart. Ooh, did you? Yeah, thank you stickers. I know. I thought about getting some. All right, next item is Peter Millar sold via promoted listing. This one sold for $22.99. $22.99 Peter Millar on eBay. Just a striped summer comfort type of Peter Millar. I've been selling Peter Millar a lot recently. And they're just so easy to take photos of and list. I love spring and summer photos. Everything is just super easy. It's like 5 pictures or less. $22.50 via promoted and Nifty. So that's a Nifty sale. Via promoted. Next item is a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, and it has a crest on it. See that nice little crest right there? Has a little crest on it, 2XL, red. So that crest is going to help out the value a little bit. It sold for $24.99. $24.99, and it's just a regular sale. Polo Ralph Lauren. So is that two? Two for Polo Ralph Lauren? I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, so sales, people said sales are pretty good. Pam says awesome. That's what we want to hear. Good sales. Over a holiday weekend, people are shopping. Things should still be pretty good for the next month. But definitely the more summer stuff and spring stuff you list, you'll make it through summer slowdown pretty easily. But if you're listing a lot of jeans and stuff, it's gonna be a little bit slow. Do I even iron these things? You know what? There's one thing. I don't wash any of my clothing except for this item right here I got in the mail. I bought this off of a Whatnot from K-Way shop, and it smelled like dog. It smelled like dog urine. So I had to wash this, but I don't iron anything. But yeah, I bought this off the K-Way shop, Whatnot, and that's the only thing I've ever had to wash, ever, is that. Great sales. Good, Ralph Black. Good. That's what I like to hear. So, K-Way, you need to work on that dog, man. You need to work on that dog. Let's see. This was 44. Speaking of, don't you wish you had a Dick's Sporting Goods, a Dick's Outlet here? $44.97, 75% off. This was $11 for this bad birdie. Sold via Nifty and promoted listings. $25.20. I don't sell anything for $25.20. So Nifty's selling an offer, and it sold via promoted listings. So how about it? Just sold an Untuckit shirt. Someone told me they don't sell. Well, if you got here on time, Mr. K-Way shop, you would have seen that the second thing I sold was an Untuckit shirt. No one told, I don't know who told you that. I don't know what are you doing down there? But no, I sold Untuckit shirt too. So what what else did you sell? What else did you sell? I did not sell any Patagonia this week. I know you sold like 100 items. I see Armand Wednesday and Thursdays. Nate, that is awesome. Armand, one of our old former students. Yeah, I've heard that about K-Way's items. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I've stopped buying from his whatnot just because everything that I get, which is the only thing I've gotten, is that Coogee sweater. And it cost me a lot of money to have that thing dry cleaned too. I was very upset. So if you go over there to his whatnot, make sure, just type in there, say, does it smell like dog urine? That's the only question you need to ask. Did your son have fun at the race? He did. So long story short, my grandpa took my uncle in the late 50s and 60s and 70s. Then my uncle took my cousin from the late 70s, 80s, and 90s and early 2000s. And then I now take my son. This is our third year of going. So it's this fourth generation of that line of the family. Usually I try things on without undies before sending stuff out. Yeah, that's good too. Try things on without undies before sending stuff out. But Cody, your stuff probably smells good. K-Ways doesn't smell good. I know because I've been with him before. What's up, Richie? What's up, Richie? Ladybug. No, you didn't disrespect Ladybug. Ladybug is K-Way's dog, by the way, if you guys didn't know that. That's the name of his dog. What about retail arbitrage? Found an Ollie's here, but haven't really been. So there are some people out there that do really, really well with retail arbitrage and Ollie's specifically, but a lot of them do Amazon, like affiliate Amazon. So they do like the drop shipping, FBA, all the Amazon stuff. I don't do that. But yeah, some of it you can do really well. Since when did Nifty add Etsy? Just found out. Yeah, so Nifty, I don't have an Etsy yet. So that's why I didn't. So if you're new here, you're just rewatching this. You heard me talk a lot about Nifty. Nifty is where I do all my cross listing. I told you I cross listed everything over to Poshmark because I'm afraid I'll get in trouble again. And then I cross listed the other platforms. So like, here's Tommy Bahama, K-Way's favorite brand, cross listing it over to Mercari. Do all my cross listing, do all my automation tools. So it does all my sharing. It does all my offers, all my recreates, everything. It's like my personal assistant. You saw it just shared right there. And then it also does delist. So sales detection. When something sells on a platform, it takes it off all the other platforms. So it has sales detection, does all that. So if you want to try that free trial in my link tree or sourceupfinds.com, there's a free trial and discounted first month. So getting back to what it is Nifty just added Etsy. So what you'll do is go to right here, your account, and you'll type in your Etsy store, which I don't have an Etsy. And then you'll go to your inventory and you can cross list over to Etsy. So I'm not going to talk about Etsy and cross listing to Etsy and how I think of Etsy with Nifty because I don't have Etsy. I can tell you it's great. Nifty's great with all these other platforms. I don't know Etsy because I don't have it. So I never like to talk about something I don't know anything about. Untuckit actually sells good for me. Yeah, Untuckit. I have plenty of Untuckit sales. Okay, so if the jokes are still around, here's another Untuckit shirt that sold. So we can wait for that one too. Good evening. Finally over with jury duty. About time, Dora. Again, I hope it was an interesting case. You don't like to be called in for jury duty, but it's like, if it's going to be jury duty, like I like those interesting cases. We're only 2 hours away. Northwest Indiana, never been to the race. It was a sold out race this year, Debbie. And I know a lot of people from Indiana don't go to the race. It's cool, but it's the largest sporting event in the world. It's the largest one-day sporting event in the world. Over 300,000 people in one place. For that one day, it's the second largest city in Indiana. 300,000 people in one place. Etsy on Nifty is amazing. There you go. Granny B's telling you. Let Granny B tell you, I don't know myself. Wayne, bug on Nifty. When you move and add your new address, when you cross this, I have to choose an address because the Depop won't let me delete your old address. Depop is working on it. Okay, got you. There you go. If that's for Wayne, if Wayne's still in here, I think that's for Wayne. That's for Wayne. Okay, this was a good sale. This was a good sale because I've had these for forever. These little Keens, they're so cute. I marked them all the way down to $10. $10. Because they just weren't selling. And guess what? They sold. And they sold via priority. So I'm going to ship these out priority. Priority. I guess I'll just put them in one of these Tyveks. Maybe I'll put, yeah, I have to put it in Tyvek. Can't put it in flat rate. Hi from California. What's up, California? We were just eating dinner with my neighbors, and they lived in LA for forever. So we talk about LA often. In Cali, California. Tape. So yeah, those Keens sold for $10. I don't pick up Keens anymore like that. I used to pick those up all the time when I first started reselling a long time ago. I don't pick them up anymore. I do like some of the Keens that have like the bungee cords, but those just don't do as well for me. Good evening. What's up, Buc-ee's? Oh man, bring a smile to my face every time I think about Buc-ee's. Oh, I'll let you guys read that. I've learned so much that I'm mentally exhausted. Oh, see, I didn't want to say it, but that's an interesting case. I don't want that to happen, but if I have jury duty, that would be interesting to me. I don't know if I'd want it though. Like, right? Yeah, mentally exhausting. Watch on TV. Hello, got Nifty with your link. Not sure about eBay policies, eBay managed payments or immediate payments. What's your opinion? Thanks for using the link. It helps you and it helps the channel. But on eBay, eBay's going towards where everybody has to pay once they send you an offer or click purchase. They're going towards that. So it's up to you. I don't have it where I do immediate payment required, and I haven't really had an issue in months with people not paying. So what would happen is people would buy something and then they wouldn't pay, and you have to wait 4 or 5 days to cancel it and relist it. And I haven't had that in months. So eBay is starting to crack down on that, and they're starting to do it. Last year at the eBay Open, they talked about that a little bit. Can't wait to get out of California. Yeah, our neighbors talked about how their friends from California came in this past weekend, and they talked about just how much room there is, like yards, and you could ride your bike in the streets, and it's just so much different. In the parks, there's so much more room. You sold 511 tactical. Do you pick up that a lot? I see a ton of them, but I thought sell-through rate was low, certain kind. So it just depends what the model is, Mitch. I have another one somewhere. These are all 511 right here. So on 511, on the shirts, on the pants and everything, you'll see a code there, and it's going to be tough for you to see. But their numbers, it usually starts with a 74273. And then a dash, but type that number in and it'll tell you the exact model of whatever 511 it is. And that'll let you know if it's worth picking up or not. I pick up almost any 511 pants with the rip stop. So with the little squares all over it, I pick up almost all those for $5. How much did what sell for? Those Keens sold for $10. This sold via promoted listing too. A pair of Vuori shorts, $31.99 for a pair of Vuori just casual shorts. There's your tag for Vuori. Vuori makes a few different types of tags. These are just like athleisure, more like casual shorts. Do you sell Vuori on the Bay? No joke, Amy. I couldn't have made that up. Amy just said, do you sell Vuori on the Bay? Were you looking at my channel? Were you looking at my channel? Good to know. Thank you. You're welcome. Minnesota. Richie Rich says, go Minnesota. Uh-oh. We have some Oklahoma City fans in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what? I'd like Minnesota to win. 2-2. That's a good series. I just don't understand how Minnesota can get beat so bad and then go home and whoop the Thunder that bad. I don't get how it's like 80-point swing from one game to the next. Thanks. You're welcome. Sold a 511 crossbody pew bag, $30 over the weekend. There you go. There you go. Yeah, 511's tactical gear, guys. So you're going to find a lot of that stuff. Good timing. I know, Amy. That's perfect timing. So yes, the answer to your question is yes. By the way, why did K-Way go run and hide? Here's another one. So 2 of the 3 Untuckit I sold over the weekend. This one is Untuckit linen and cotton, and it looks like a Tommy Bahama. It looks like a Tommy Bahama. Sold for $18.99 via promoted listing. $18.99 via promoted listing. Untuckit. Reason I got it is because short sleeve Untuckits do pretty well. They sell quicker for me. And then also, obviously, it had some linen in there. Cool pattern. Kind of had a lot going for it. $18.99. Making sure it's going to the right buyer. John, it is. I got too many items to mess up. If I mess up one, I can mess up them all. This is a pair of just blue chubby swim trunks. I think these were $1.99. They're supposed to be pricing swim trunks at $1.99 at my Goodwill. Sometimes they do $3.99. They sold for $16.99 via promoted listing. So again, promoted listing. What's up, Cookie? Live on a holiday. Say it ain't so. Let's go. What's up, Cookie? Cookie's in the house. Give someone a compliment today, as Cookie always says. I like it. Especially, it's not Veterans Day, but a vet. It's Memorial Day. Anybody, everybody needs a compliment. Everybody needs a compliment. All right, next item is an Untuckit shirt. Where'd you go, K-Way? Why are you hiding? I know you're watching me. Untuckit shirt, slim fit, 100% polyester. So again, last one linen, good pattern. The first one, herringbone, which was a good pattern. And then this one being polyester. So all the Untuckits I'm picking up have something a little bit special to them. I'm not picking up just regular plain Untuckit shirts, cotton shirts. It's like a medium blue cotton Untuckit shirt. I'm passing on those now. Oh, here's one. Ray-Bay. I just read the first couple words of it. I think I can help you out with that one. Let's see. Cole. Hey, from South Carolina. What's up, South Carolina? South Carolina is a beautiful place. Cole. Okay, we'll go to the next item in a second. Anyone have success with getting their account back from Depop after being suspended? I got suspended out of my app transaction, which I absolutely never do or did. Okay, so yeah, I got my Depop suspended too, and they would not give it back to me. And I agree. I'm with you. I didn't do anything wrong in my opinion. And they just were like, absolutely no, just no. They didn't want to hear it. So what I had to do, it was on my phone, the Depop app, and you can make a new account using a different IP. So a different IP, I use my iPad. So I downloaded Depop onto my iPad. I used my wife's phone number and I used a different email address. And you can create a new Depop account. I uploaded that to Nifty and cross-listed everything over back onto Depop onto my new account. So you can just make a new account really easily if you need to make a new account. And I made it so my wife doesn't get any notifications, so she didn't get anything. I'm a Boston Pacers fan. Grew up following the Celtics, but family is from Southern Indiana. Also follow the Pacers as well. Let's go. You know what? I don't hate Boston. Even though they beat us in the finals last year, I was happy to be in the finals. You know, Larry Bird, Southern Indiana, so you're Southern Indiana, Boston, Larry Bird, all that. But thanks. Yeah, I hope the Pacers win this series. And the Knicks beat Boston, so hopefully we can beat the Knicks for you. Cha-ching, sold an Untuckit. There you go. Flannel. 30 seconds ago. See, we bring it. What do you guys want to sell? I'll talk about it right now for you. Hey, from St. Louis. What's up, St. Louis? What's up, St. Louis? These are Prana women's pants. There's a story behind these. The story is it's my fault. It's all my fault. Okay? I'm just going to admit to it because I admit when things are my fault. Someone bought these and I couldn't find them. So I said, I'm sorry, I can't find these anywhere in my inventory. Is there something you'd rather have out of my store? I can refund you. If I do find them, I will let you know, and I will sell them to you for half off. They said, no problem. There's nothing else I want from your store, just a refund. I said, okay, no problem. So I sold them, and they sold for $12. $12 because I sold them half off. So I found them and sold them to that person. They're a repeat buyer because they sold them. So it worked out, but it was my fault. I'm counting 8 pacer shirts behind you. Do you have any you wear? Just wondering if they're all personal or resale. They're all personal. I don't sell any of my pacer jerseys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. And they all are the personal. But I also bought, as I talked about earlier, last week or just this weekend, I bought a Fever jersey, a Caitlin Clark jersey. So, because that's our girl. That's our girl. But yeah, I'm a big Pacer fan. I don't sell any of the jerseys I thrift, especially any of the 90s jerseys, the champion jerseys I thrift. I keep those. I have like probably 20 champion jerseys from the 90s. That was like my childhood. The 90s, the Pacers, the Bulls, all that, Shaq, all that. Is Lululemon a dying brand? Good question, Seth. While we pack up, I did sell Patagonia. Patagonia pair of shorts. And I found out that these were, if you saw my live, these have these little clips on the inside. These are for mountain biking. So you clip in your pads, like your butt pads for these for mountain biking. So these do not have those pads. They sold for $19.99 via promoted listing. Is Lululemon a dying brand? I don't think it's a dying brand. I just think you're not going to get as much as you used to for Lululemon for a number of reasons. Number one, they make so much of it. They have made millions and millions of new pieces are made every year, which is just going to automatically flood the market and wash out the older inventory, which means your prices for used inventory are going to have to come down. Lululemon still, they make good, they're a publicly traded company. They make good money with the tariffs and stuff. I don't know. But no, they still do really, really well. They have a huge market share. You just are not going to get what you used to because there's just so much more of it out there. When I first started reselling, Lulu was like, oh, I found Lulu. That's $40 right away. And it was. But that was 8-9 years ago. So they've made, millions and millions of pieces since then. And it's just flooded the market. What I want to sell? How about that $999,000 suit? Yeah. So Tam sent me, I think, one of you Tams that sent me a suit that was $1 million. And it was a sold listing. And I was like, no, that's fake. And then someone mentioned like people do that sometimes to money launder. I'm like, that's weird. One time, I'm like, eBay would not let that happen. One time, I sold a collection of pens for somebody. They're really, really expensive pens. Like each pen sold between $1,200 and $2,200, and I had like 30 of them. I was selling them, and I split the profit with this person. Actually, it was a jewelry store I split the profit with. And eBay called me and wanted to know where they wanted the receipts and everything from where I got the pins from. eBay called me to make sure I did not steal those pins. So I feel like eBay is on top of those sorts of things. Those sorts of things. This is a Armani, made in Italy. Armani blazer. I sold one recently like it. This is cotton, very lightweight. I think it's cotton. Might be cotton linen. I don't know what it is. Sold for $45. It took a best offer. I sell all my blazers. I put them in padded flat rate envelopes and ship them out that way. My parents had they were season ticket holders for the Pacers. Let's go at Market Square Arena. Market Square Arena was our old stomping grounds. French Lick Gym many, many times. That's where, that's Southern Indiana right there. Mitch knows. French Lick. The hick from French Lick is your Larry Bird. A new brand to me, Kerri Rosenthal. Knitted sweater with a smiley face logos. Tags say XOKR. I would have never known that. Dora, Thanks for bringing that in. That's why we do these. We can share. I might have a Larry Bird jersey over here. No. I thought I had a Larry Bird jersey, but it's not. I got this one recently. It still has a tag on it, but it's a Dirk Nowitzki from the Mavs. My Larry Bird's upstairs. All right, next sale was a women's. This was my one women's sale. I ran a sale on eBay over the weekend for all my women's category. This is the one thing I sold. It sold for $19.19. Woolovers. Woolovers is the brand. It's a turtleneck wool sweater selling in summer. How about it? Selling in summer. Amy, my thrift had a sale on men's shorts for $1. I picked up FootJoy. I normally wouldn't. Do you sell FootJoy shorts? Yes, Amy, I do. I like FootJoy shorts. Over the regular FootJoy pants, the ones that aren't the athletic fit, I'd rather have shorts. I sell FootJoy shorts. And for $1, I sell my FootJoy shorts at like $17.99 to $18.99. But since you're buying them for $1, if it were me, I'd price it at $15.99 and get a sale like in a couple days. You're going to get the same profit I would have gotten, or maybe even a little bit better since I have to pay $4. Sell for $17.99. So if you can get that low buy cost, you can undercut the market a little bit. Kind of like Whatnot, really. Get low buy cost, sell it on Whatnot. Whatnot undercuts like eBay, stuff like that. Do kids football jerseys sell? I have several Manning and Gronkowski jerseys. I could use any advice. Yeah, so they sell. A lot of women will wear kids jerseys. But yeah, Manning and Gronkowski, Manning and Gronk are perfect examples of jerseys that will always sell, in my opinion. Manning's a Hall of Famer. Gronk is a Hall of Famer. People in New England will wear Gronk's jerseys for the next 50 years. Same with Peyton Manning in Indy or in Denver, or even Eli Manning. So yeah, I think those jerseys will still sell. It's all about your buy cost, though. Is the Barney ever going to be for sale? I heard Barney's making a comeback. I forget who I sent it to. One of my followers who's been a follower for a long time wanted to know if they could have it for their whatever bite off me. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just ship it to you. So I just shipped it to him. Pretty sure. I don't think I charged. Yeah, that Barney's gone. That Barney's gone. This is a pair of cleats that I still have a few left. Sold for $22.50. I bought these for $8 a piece. A whole bunch of kids soccer cleats. $8 a piece. And they just have slowly sold. I've sold 2 pairs of these, actually. The next thing. What were the higher end Lucky brand jeans you posted not too long ago? The brand was called Legend. Lucky Legend. So let's just go over there real quick. eBay. Lucky. Okay. So I'm going to bring you over. These are a really good brand of Lucky jeans, everybody, to be on the lookout for. They're called Legend. There's one of mine. Yeah, mine are probably way overpriced. But if you find them in the salvage, like this right here. So here's what you're looking for. They have this tag on there. So you don't see that very often on Lucky brand. That Legend tag. And then you're going to look at the bottom and see if it has that salvage denim right there at the bottom. This is what the bag tag looks like. So if you find Legend jean like this is actually Lucky brand. It's like a higher end. So if you were to go into a Lucky store, that's what it is. And another little telltale sign is when you're looking at the jean on any salvage pair of jeans. Let's say you're looking at a salvage pair of jeans and this is all you see. Almost always right here on this rivet, you'll see a little stitching that will give it away that it's salvaged. So yeah, that is the name of the jeans. Bulls fan, Chicago sports fan, actually. Well, but if the Pacers aren't doing well, I always root for them. Hey, appreciate you. Yeah, actually, I am a Chicago fan too. I like the Cubs. I like the Blackhawks. I like the Bears. Yep. I don't know if I like the Bulls because they always whipped us in the 90s, but Hershey golf shorts. Amy D, I don't know that brand. Hershey golf shorts, I don't know that brand, so I can't tell you. This Taylor May live. My parents had season tickets for the Patriots at Market Square Arena for years while I was growing up. Those were probably really good times. That was the Reggie days. Reggie Miller, Rick Smits, all that sort of stuff. Lakers, NBA Lakers zip away pants. New with tags. I don't know how the NBA brand does, but if they're Nike, they'll do well. I can't figure out how to set up Etsy shipping. Are the crosslisting on Etsy now? Yeah. So I don't know either. I don't have Etsy. So you are able to crosslist now on Nifty for Etsy, but I don't have an Etsy store. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me get a couple more of these items out. This sold via Nifty, by the way. A pair of bare bottoms. So this is what you're going to see. You're going to see this pair of shorts. There's no tab on the back. There's no logo anywhere on there. There's nothing. When you look right here, there's nothing. You're like, oh, it's nothing. But if you look at the inside pocket right there, you see that little bear and a bee. These are called bare bottom shorts. These sell pretty well. These sold for $19.80, which is a Nifty sale. Nifty sale on an offer. And they sold for $19.80. They cost me $3.99. What do you think about Jose Banks 100% camel hair blazer? I got one today for $6. Couldn't find great comps. Yeah, Theo, I actually pass up on almost all camel hair blazers I see. And again, that's just me. I'm sure there's going to be someone on here that's going to say they do really well for them. And they probably do in certain brands. But I don't pick up camel hair blazers. But I don't know. Maybe they do okay. We can look them up. But for the most part, they don't. Let's look them up real close, real quick together. So let's do that. Okay. Jose Bank camel hair blazer. Okay, camel hair blazer. Let's see how many are listed. 924 listed. And here you go. You can buy one right now for $23, $50, $40, $39. That one, $21, $49, $50, $24 for that one. So right away, before even looking up sell-through rate or anything like that, I just look how much people are asking. Because I want to know, if I want to buy one right now, how much could I buy one for? If I can buy them for 25, 50, 60, and they're sitting there, I can tell you right away, I'm not going to probably be wanting this item. Because if I can buy them for that much, there's what makes me think I could sell them for 80. So there's, unless it's like a really big, unusual size, there's 924 listed. Let's look up how many have actually sold. Sold 136. So 136 out of 900. So like almost a 10% sell-through rate. And here are the ones that have sold. So this is what you're looking at a 10% sell-through rate. So I don't buy camel hair blazer. And this is Jose Bank. So for me, I don't do it, if you're asking me. Wouldn't you put that blazer in a poly bag first? Just looks better. You can, sure, Michael, if you want to. So like if you do a blazer like I did, roll it up like a burrito and put it in a padded flat rate like this, like I do. Or you can put it in a poly bag and then put it in here. But these are 10 or 11 cents, and that adds up, and I don't need to do that. I've shipped hundreds of blazers just like this, and I've never had a negative feedback or a complaint ever. So if you want to do it that way, you can. But the way I do it, I've never had any bad complaints or anything. So I'm going to save that dime and not put it in an extra bag. What up, Brian? What's the video title, your YouTube that shows the picture setup? What is the title of that? I can find it real quick. View channel. I think I can put it in the actual. Let's see if I can put it in the actual. Yeah, share. Copy. Yeah. So I'll put it in the actual the chat down here. This is the video of my shipping station. If you guys, or my photography station, if you guys want to know how I made that. Oh my gosh, I'm way back. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. Audra, my son just watched and wants to know if you have a Pacer 17 jersey. I don't have a Pacer 17. I don't have a Pacer 17 jersey. I don't. I do have some Pacer player issued pants that I just got. They're for Mitch McConnell. I'm gonna do that to get them out quick. Yep. Amy D. Yeah, that's what I would do, Amy. $15.99 on those. I got 19 pieces of Lululemon Vuori Aloe, $1 each. Looked up Lululemon and realized it didn't go for what it used to go for. That's okay though, Seth. You can still, for $1 a piece, you can still make good money on that. But that Aloe and that Vuori, that's where you're gonna make your money. But you'll still do fine with that Lulu. At $1 a piece, you can't beat that. That's a really good buy cost. The only thing I'd look for is I wouldn't get if they're capris or if they have really bad, they're female and they have really bad pilling in the crotch or in the gusset. My throat had the craziest yellow Christian Louis Vuitton shoes with spikes all over them. Will the common shoe authentication app check shoes like that? They were selling for $100. I don't know. I know I've used check for just like hype shoes, but I've never done it. I've never found Christian Louis Vuitton shoes to start, but I don't know. It's a good question. I bet you there is an app that you can do it with. Men's Polo Bolos, Sid Mashburn, Bogey Brothers, Relwyn, Todd Snyder, Sunspell, Primo, all great sell-through rate. Grab them. Cookie coming out with the hitters tonight. Everyone take a screenshot of that one. There are some good men polos to be on the lookout for. I browsed all the videos and the title didn't mention table setup. Okay, so it should be in the chat now. I went to Wisconsin garage sales, hit it big, 50 cents to $1 for clothing. That's what I'm talking about. You get American Eagle jeans for $1. I'd do that all day long. All day long. Levi's for $1 all day long. Well, good evening, Carolyn. Good evening. Yeah, this girl right here, in case I'm wrong, didn't you get a whole bunch of purple label Ralph Lauren over the weekend? It was hard for me to watch that video. I was happy for you, but lots of envy. Sure, so why don't you do retail arbitrage tour show like you're thrifting? I don't really do retail arbitrage anymore, Ralph. I haven't done retail arbitrage in a while. My thrifts have been doing well for me. I just haven't done retail arbitrage. To put up the capital for what I've been seeing recently in retail arbitrage just isn't worth it for me recently. You're a little burnt. I know. I was on the lake today. I got burned. There you guys go. What did you say your Nifty settings for Poshmark? Good question. I'll show you. So this is what I have on my Nifty settings for Poshmark now. So on Poshmark, I have, let's go over here to update settings. I have my self shares on to 7,200 shares, community shares, and then I took off my relist, my recreates. I turned that off. So on Poshmark now, I have nothing that is recreated. It just constantly stays listed and then shared. I have nothing recreated anymore. I do have my delist still on, so if something sells, it delists it. And then I have my offer set to 10% off. And then my follower, like it follows, reciprocal follows. That's what I have over there. Bare bottom, a short sell for around $22 average with 100% sell-through rate. Cookie coming out with some more heavy hitters. Yeah, look at me selling my bare bottoms for $19.80. So I bet I was asking $21.99 and Nifty sent out an offer for 10% off. New up. I even put this wrong. Net, N-E-T. I meant to put new with tags, N-W-T. New with tags or new via promoted listings on eBay, Banana Republic pants. Anytime I find new Banana Republic or J. Crew pants for $5, I'm picking them up. Either they sell for 20, 18. These sold for 26, and they're going out padded flat rate envelope. Padded flat rate envelope. I added the link. Thanks, Tam. Thanks, Tam. Found a bunch of Y2K Abercrombie shirts in my garage from cleaning out over the weekend. Should I eBay them or donate them? eBay them, Nick. All that Abercrombie and Fitch stuff from Y2K sells pretty well. In fact, I sold something. I'll show you here in a second. Real quick. I sold a pair. This is going to be my only Mercari sale. I sold a pair of Abercrombie and Fitch cargo pocket shorts. Abercrombie and Fitch cargo pocket shorts. I sold these for like in the mid-20s. So yes, Abercrombie and Fitch Y2K. It's like we like do this together. So we talk about it and then it's here. It's like I have it ready for you. It's like we set it up. But yeah, Abercrombie and Fitch stuff, I would list it. I would list it, especially if it's like thick, heavy duty type of Abercrombie and Fitch. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just going to go ahead and pack up that Mercari. That was my one Mercari for the weekend. And yeah, I did put it in an eBay bag. That's what I have. They'll get over it. Trust me. They'll get over it. Is that link popping up? The link's right there. If you can't find the link, this is what it looks like. So if you go to my YouTube channel, it'll look like this. DIY photo setup. How to make a clothing photo setup DIY style for cheap. So that's the one right there. It's got Lowe's in the background and my little truck. So there you go. That's the one. That's the one. Good. You guys all got it. Good. What's up, Thrifty Trotter? Yes, it was a week ago. Yeah, all that. Oh my gosh. Are you going to get a bail like K-Way? I am not. I'm not getting a bail. My wife says no bails, no pallets for me. So yeah. So I mean, yeah. No bails, no pallets. Unless I had like another place to work out of. But my wife is like, no bails, no pallets for me. My friends, all the time. I don't even step in the door. Appreciate it. Oh, I know. That was a good one. The comps first look as well. There you go. Label Ralphie's at a garage sale. I know. I remember seeing that. The Ralphie's at a garage sale. Purple label, whole bunch of them. You have a beautiful house. Appreciate it. So fun fact. I took a picture of the house, but I just put all new lights in my uplighting. I installed my uplighting myself, and I put all new lights in it. I was gonna post a picture, but I'm like, what's the point of posting a picture? But our house, just like everything else, like just born hustler, it was a short sale. We put an offer in November. We didn't hear back in March. We stole this house. So this house right here, we stole this house. Short sale. We lived at my wife's parents' house, my in-laws, for 3 months while we were redoing this house during the summer ourselves. Since we were both teachers, we were in here ripping out carpets, ripping out vanities, ripping out tile, all of it. This is actually a it's called the Nutter. The Nutter, but who makes it? Chubbies. Chubby makes this shirt. This is a polo shirt with the little toucans all over it and parrots. It sold for $18 on eBay. $18 on eBay with the toucans. I love that setup. Thanks. I'll get that out of there. All right, $18. Again, Chubbies. You'll see some shirts that say the Nutter on it, like that one. It doesn't say Chubbies anywhere. That is Chubbies brand. That is Chubbies brand, the Nutter. I have some more back there. That sold very quickly, though. Again, for, what did I say, $18, something like that? Oh, yeah, $18 via promoted listing. This I got is kind of unique, kind of vintagey looking. What brand? Lee Sports. Lee Sports, definitely like Y2K. It's his basketball jersey, but it's for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh Tams, are you still in here? Pittsburgh Pirates. So yeah, this is a baseball team, MLB. Baseball's in session right now. This sold for $23.99. I paid $5 for it. $23.99, paid $5. Put it in one of these poly mailers. Nice short sale on the Home Awesome. Yeah, so that was back in 2014 when I bought this house. And, you know, you can get houses a lot easier then. Like, short sales don't happen really anymore because people scoop them so quick. But, yeah, that was at Pirates, MLB. Start listing all your baseball stuff if you have it right now because it's in season. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren, just plain green, large, long sleeve polo shirt with the flesh color pony. Nothing super special with this. It sold for $22.99 via promoted listing. Do well with that one. It's almost summertime. Keep an eye out for those vintage Intex. Oh yeah, those things are crazy, guys. Look that up. Those beach balls. I saw Thrifting Treasures had he posted it all the time. Those things go crazy, and I don't know why. They sell for $200. Yeah, there's just another regular old Polo Ralph Lauren, $22.99. We're gonna be here a minute, y'all. We're gonna be here a minute. For some more questions, we'll do another item. Just listed this. I would have listed this for a little bit more, but as you can see right here, it's got a little mark on it. You see that little black mark right there? It's got a little black mark on it, so I had to point that out in the pictures. This is a 3XB on the go Vineyard Vines. So you have your little Vineyard Vines hit right there. You can't really see it. Maybe right there. There's one for you to see. Vineyard Vines hit right there. 3XB. I had to sell it for $28.99. This would have probably been a $37.99 shirt, but since it had that little mark there, I didn't want to. I couldn't sell it for that much. I bought it for like $5 or $6. I had that in a video, one of my haul videos, for sure. I remember it. I bought women's Chubbies dress for $2. Not a great sell-through rate. I wasn't excited buying. Always check regardless of name. Yes, been there, done that. I don't know if I've ever found women's Chubbies, but I think they even make kids Chubbies now. So like the dads and sons can wear the same board shorts. It's pretty cute. Found my first Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy pants. Sold plenty of corduroy pants, but never Polo Ralph Lauren Tams. Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy pants sell so well. You probably watched that video I did recently. It sells so well. Maybe not right here this time of year, but definitely come fall and winter, corduroy Polo Ralph Lauren pants sell really well. Here's another pair of bare bottoms, but this one does have a tag right there. Bare bottom shorts. This one sold for $21.99. Cookie, there's your $22 right there. $21.99 via promoted listings. The boss has spoken. I ain't no boss. Oh, my wife. Are you talking about the bales and pallets? I know. Do you list all kinds of things on your eBay or just stick to the clothing thing? Stacy, I will list anything I have I can make money on, to be honest, that I'm willing to ship. So, for example, which I need to go get right now, today I sold a kid's Trek bike, bought it for $10, sold it for $50. Earlier today, I sold a golf club that I bought for $5, sold it for $40. I have a ton more golf clubs I've listed and sold and still have listed. I have a bike rack that I just sold. So my point is, I buy a lot of stuff that is sell on Facebook Marketplace, local pickup for cash. I do a lot of that. Now, if I will buy small goods like Ninja Turtle figures like we talked about earlier, I'll buy that worth $150. I'll list that on eBay and sell those for sure. That's what my forte was hard goods. Right now I have two Atocha coins. So I listed one, or Atocha, coin treasure. I listed one of those because I don't need two of them. And the one I listed is one I got from an estate sale a while ago. So I have no special meaning to me. Here's a pair of 517 made in the USA Levi's with the red tab, not orange tab. 517 made in the USA Levi's. These sold for $50 overseas. 517, I believe, are the boot cut. And like I said, they sold, they're going overseas, international shipping. So really good sale. 517s made in the USA sell for good money, obviously. $7.99 into $50. I took a best offer, by the way. $50 on the dot. This is going into eBay poly mailer, and I'll send it out. All right. Going to that eBay address, and it is gone. Ooh, bonobos. Okay, here we go. Thanks to you, I found, on the go pants this weekend. Got 2 pairs of those shorts, all for 10 for 10. Pants length and size is meh. Chubby short guy, 42 by 30. Yeah, they'll still sell though. I mean, that's like most guys where I live. 42 by 30. But yeah, they'll still sell. On the go. Vineyard Vines on the go. Just like that one I sold. I have a shirt down here. I'll show you later on the go. But yeah, they sell really well. The pants and shorts do really well. Unbelievable prices. Those vintage Intex beach bogs. Well, I know. Crazy. Thanks for info. You're welcome. Is Nifty going to add Facebook? Good question. I don't know. My guess is she's going to add as much as she can. I think Whatnot was really popular on like the what do you want me to add next, and Facebook Marketplace was really popular. But I also heard like Poshmark is pushing stuff out to one of those platforms is pushing stuff out to Facebook Marketplace. I don't know. These sold via promoted listing for $16.99. These are bonobo shorts. I'll buy bonobo shorts if they're in a cool pattern like this. Again, $16.99. Not huge money, but it adds up. It adds up. It sold to Eric. Whew. After all of this stuff, I still have a ton more to ship that sold today. Like 10 items. Whew. Post office is going to be packed tomorrow, by the way, guys. Always after a holiday. Always after a holiday. Always packed. Okay. So I sold, speaking of things that are hard goods, I found a pair of these new Cadillac Escalade headphones. So these are for like the people listening in the back. I sold these on eBay for $40. I think I paid $2.99 for these. So I'll just send these in a box. I am going to put them in a little bit of bubble wrap. So yeah, I will buy things other than clothing for sure all day long. All day long. But if it's something that I'm not interested in shipping or selling locally, I won't pick it up. I don't like picking up projects. So just put the little bubble wrap on this mug. And then what I'm going to do is put a few pieces of paper in this box right here. So this paper right here, I also have that on my website, like on my Amazon. They're awesome. They come in sheets. And then I put those in here and call it a day. Sorry if that was loud. And there it is. So $40, $2.99 into $40 for some headphones. And I put in there, not tested, but new. All right. They're going to Alvin. Theodore's going to like those. Watching Antique Roadshow and you're live at the same time. Love watching both. Oh my gosh, Debbie, I love Antiques Roadshow. I'm with you. I love watching Antiques Roadshow. That's where my heart is. I talk about that all the time. Antiques. I love history. I love antiques. Love Antiques Roadshow. I went to the Antique Roadshow. You have to apply. You have to apply for tickets. It's a lottery. And I got in at Green Bay, Wisconsin. So my dad and I drove through Chicago, through Milwaukee, up to Green Bay, and we did Antiques Roadshow. And I brought a couple things. Neither one of them got me on the show. It's my caddy in a box. It sure is. It is my caddy in a box. You can listen to it all night long. This is, I posted this the other day. Jose Banks. So I'm just trying something different. This is new with tags. I'm like, you know what? If I can get new with tags, even if it's Jose Banks, and list it pretty cheap. New with tags sells pretty well. This sold within a day or two for $14.99. I bought it for $5, but making like a $7 to $8 profit on it. I think I'm okay with that. If it's something that's really, really easy to list, I think I'm going to be okay with that. So I don't know. I just did it. I think I watched Resell Brothers a month ago or something, and they were selling a ton of stuff like this. I'm like, you know what? I need to do that if I have time. Speaking of, if Lululemon's out, here's a Lululemon polo shirt, men's polo shirt. This would have been $35 about 6 or 7 years ago. It sold for $22.99 via promoted listings. $22.99 via promoted listing. Don't sleep on kids Strider balance bikes. I don't. I get them for $10 and sell them on Facebook Marketplace for $60 all summer long. Cookie, those might be my favorite thing to pick up. Kids Strider bikes. They will sell. I sell them for, like you said, I sell them for $50 to $60. You can find them at garage sales, Goodwills all the time. They don't have pedals and they say Strider. And the wheels are about 10 to 12 inches around. And those are the balance bikes. They call them balance bikes. Those bikes that kids will just use their feet to like push and they'll balance. That's how you start learning how to ride a bike. They're really popular. And kids are always, there are always parents that want them and always parents that my kid just learned how to ride a bike and I need to get rid of it. Really good thing. I need some of those packing sheets. Where's the link? So if you go, and I know again, some of you guys, the easiest thing to do, guys, if you want to, anything I use. So surfsupfinds.com, just surfsupfinds.com. You can see, the Nifty link, the whatnot stuff, my eBay store, if you want to see like how I take pictures or whatever, and then Amazon products I use. You click on that link right there and it will go to like all the stuff I use. And there are those sheets right there. $55, it's how much they cost, but $480. It takes me forever. Like maybe once a year I buy these. So yeah, and I posted that those lights are on sale now. I bought mine for a lot more than 100 whatever. I used to sell antiques too, had a booth and did shows. There you go. Antique booths. My dad had an antique booth for forever. Your unopened liquor bottle for Antique Roadshow? No, I did not take my so for the Antique Roadshow, I took my Oregon Trail diary, which is upstairs, and the Gipper, signed Gipper photo. So the Gipper is a football player that played for Notre Dame, and he died like suddenly, tragically in college, and his autograph's one of the rarest autographs in football. So if you look up the Gipper autograph, like you'll see how much they go for. That and then my Oregon Trail diary. Don't you think antiques are dying off? Younger generations are not interested in antiques. So it just depends what it is, in my opinion, Richard. I think there's always going to be that 1% of things that will always be worth money because they're museum quality items. Like for example, that Gipper. People love football. People love Notre Dame. That Gipper autograph of him, that picture is going to always probably be worth something. That Oregon Trail diary, a museum would probably love to have that Oregon Trail diary. Some of the artists that are like the best well-known artists, that 1% of everything, I think. But as far as like they're not antiques, but Hummels and Wedgwood and Yadros and the leak, all that crap is, yeah. I mean, it's not crap, but all that stuff is just not worth nearly what it used to be worth. Bonobos retail for over $100 new now. Yeah, they probably do, but the resale just is not good on them. Not great. This is a Brooks Brothers short sleeve button shirt. It's got your little Brooks Brothers logo right there. Just a short sleeve plaid button shirt sold for $21.99 via promoted listing. Cat trees and pet steps all sell really well for me. Oh, do they, Theo? Okay, because I see cat trees often at the thrift store. I need to remember that. That's a good point. There are always people getting rid of them and always people buying them, you know? So that's something good to think about. Yep, win one for the Gipper. Win one for the Gipper. That's right. That's right. I have those upstairs. Sometime I'll show them. I have my Oregon Trail diary here too. I need to put that in the lockbox. I've had it here. I did sell another women's piece of clothing. $21.60. I ran a 20% off sale. This is a women's cashmere extra small J. Crew V-neck sweater. So J. Crew cashmere, 100% cashmere, $21.60. $21.60. Good to know. Thanks. There you go, Theo. Look. See, I agree. Theo, let's highlight that. That's a good one. Shane Gillis would totally buy that autograph, said Theo. Telling you. That's a cool. It is cool. It is cool. I bought that for $1,000, actually. $1,000. So normally when my dad did estate sales, they could name the price. But my dad was selling stuff for someone on consignment, and they knew that a signed Gipper would be worth decent money, but you just don't see them, so you don't know how much. So I offered the person $1,000 for it, and they sold it to me, which I was thrilled about. So yeah, I paid $1,000 for that Gipper signature. Craziness, and that was years ago. That was years ago. 12, 14 years ago. Another Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, gingham check. This one's purple. Gingham check. This one sold for $21.99 via promoted listing. So it's a ton of Polo Ralph Lauren shirts sold. I used to play Oregon Trail game in school on a floppy disk. Love that game. Cookie, how old are you? I did too. My wife and I always played Oregon Trail. That was like when it was computer day and you had like the lazy computer teacher, you just play Oregon Trail the whole time. That was the best in elementary. The best. Loved Oregon Trail. Next item is a Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahama, like 5XB or something? 4XB? 5XB? It's a big one. 4XB. Tommy Bahama silk 4XB shirt. This one sold for $29.99 via promoted listing. Via promoted listing. Going out ground. I am such a great folder. If you guys ever watch K-Way's folding, tell him how much better I am folding than he is. Because I am. Howdy, all you crazy cool kids. What's up? What's up, Angry? $29.99. Making sure it's going to the right buyer. And it is Michael. We're still on eBay sales. Still on eBay sales. Next one is a Brooks Brothers sold via Nifty because it sold for $17.10. This is a Brooks Brothers tie, and it's actually Brooks Brothers outlet. So if you see a Brooks Brothers outlet silk tie for the right price, it might be worth picking it up. 346 means outlet silk, sold for $17.10. I pay $1.99 for ties. Was that cotton blend? That Tommy Bahama was 100% silk. That Tommy Bahama was 100% silk. $29.99 on that one. This one was $17.10. Bought it for $1.99. How much do you think the autograph is worth now? Can't believe it didn't get you on the show. I know, I couldn't either. The Oregon Trail Diary and that, like one of the two, but neither one of them got me on the show. Neither one of them got me on the show. I was sad. How much did it go for? They're super rare. If you can find one, Google. Signed George Gipper. Or just, how about George Gipper autograph? Let's do George Gipper autograph. Here's one, Leland's Auctions. Leland's Auctions. This is exactly what it looked like. This one sold for $9,100. And that's exactly what mine looks like. It's the exact one. It's just like it. So I don't know when that one, but $9,000 for that one. Let's go back. R&R Auctions. Lot as closed. Oh, that was in 2006, whatever that one was. But yeah, that's exactly what mine looks like. I have a pic. I could just go get it if you want me to. But yeah, 9,000. So that's why I was happy to buy it for 1,000. It's not for sale. Picked up Ralph Lauren Ponies Tide. Let's go. Ralph Lauren Ponies Tide, good too. No, the Polo. Oh, the gingham check sold for $21.99. So the Polo Ralph Lauren gingham check shirt sold for $21.99. 1980. A pair of Roan shorts. Roan shorts are going to see the Roan on the inside butt pocket. Roan. These sold for $19.80. That was a nifty sell. Sell it. Richie Rich says, sell it. I'll go get it real quick. Do you guys want me to, do you guys have time? Do you want me to get that? Do you want me to show you the Oregon Trail Diary too? I can show you both. I have them both. 1980. Chad. Thanks, Chad. Look at you, Shelby. Look at you. Hi, Willow. Hold on. Come here. Oh, this is Willow. Remember how little she was? Now she doesn't bite and she's a good girl. A good girl. All right, call your dog. Bye, Willow. All right. So here's the Gipper. George Gipp. And there's the autograph. And this was the original frame that I got it in. So I took it to my framer and I had him put it on. I had him put a different piece on the back so it wouldn't yellow anymore. And then I sent it in to get authenticated, but not encapsulated. So I got it authenticated. I have that. But yeah, there's the Gipper. And I put it on this little display right here. So George Gipp. And no, Richie Rich, I'm not selling it. That's that 1%. That's that 1%. Little weirdo, I know. She's not a puppy. That's not a puppy. Felix, I know. She's a 1-year-old now. Our neighbors have a boy dog, so she was with her boyfriend earlier tonight. Next item, Mizuno. Mizuno jacket. This, not all Mizuno jackets are worth money, but this one was unique. Had that like Asian symbol or Asian writing going up the back, like the spine. This sold for $59.99 via promoted listing on eBay. $59.99. Yeah, I'm guys, I could play show and tell all day long. So don't get me started. I could go live in my antique room and play show and tell all day long. You should do show and tell your antique. Yeah, I could do one. I could just do a video of them. Or I could do a live. It sounds stupid though. It's show and tell. I feel like it's stupid. All right, that's sold. Like that. Okay. If we must do show and tell. This was signed by the president, James Madison. See it right there, James Madison. This is a James Madison, President of the United States. Something Richard, I don't know. Some document that was signed by James Madison. And there's where it got sent to and all that stuff. It's actually not worth a ton of money, but it's cool. It's not worth as much as you think. I'll just put it right there on my wall. Yeah, James Madison signed stuff. I have some things down here. All right, next item. Let's do Depop real quick. Depop, of course, not a vintage item, which I thought Depop was. It's Travis Matthew. So Travis Matthew, Travis Matty. This sold for $18 on Depop. So Travis Matthew has a front little pocket right there, and that's it. That is it on that. 18 bucks on Depop. Assuming you had it properly glassed, preserved. Yeah, so that James Madison, someone else had that done. Again, got it from an estate sale, and it's doing fine. It's not the main thing with documents and photos and things like that. A lot of the backboard will have like acid, and it'll yellow the paper, yellow the photograph. So you want to make sure you put a different matting on it and backing on it, which I always do. I have a guy that restores paintings and framework and all that sort of stuff. There that goes. Okay, Poshmark. Amy D, you still in here? I got a big box for you, girl. I got 9 inches in a box for you. These are Olakai shoes. Paid at $10 for these. I thought I'd get more out of them. I didn't. I sold them for $25. So 10 into 25 out of these. But as you can see, I didn't do any cleaning or anything. I just sold them. Wham, bam, sold them. Wham, bam, sold them. That's awesome. I'm a sucker for early U.S. history items. Me too. We both are. I think I have another too. Down here. Guys, I just got stuff everywhere. So this right here, William Henry Harrison. He was also a president from Indiana, 1840. This is a coin that they would give out to people when he did his campaign. So right there, it's from 1840. William Harrison coin from 1840. It's got a little log cabin on the back. It's not worth a ton either. I'm here, Amy. 9 inches right here. I found 3 Travis Matthew floral polo shirts, same size. Lotted them up for $60. Floral ones sell better than plain ones. There you guys go. Cookie's coming in with all the knowledge tonight. Polos, bare bottoms, and Travis Matthew shirts. So Travis Matthew, Cookie says the floral ones sell better. So y'all better recognize, because Cookie knows. And I agree with Cookie. I'm going to put a couple of these in here. All right. Shut it up. Shut up. Get my box. Get my box, MED. Priority. You should look up his slogan song. Should look up his slogan song. What's his slogan song? Whose slogan song? Whose slogan song? I will look it up. Let's see. We finally caught a live stream. What's up? Look, Eden. That's my wife, or that's my daughter's name. Eden. Eden. What's up, Eden? Just sold new with tag purple label. Ralph Lauren for $250. Had a heart attack when I found them. It's such a good high when you find something like that. Listen, coming from someone that doesn't do anything, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, but when thrifting is my high, and finding Ralph Lauren like that, purple label, I get you. Heart attack, you want to go out and find some more. You want another hit. I know. I get it. By the way, Poshmark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things on Poshmark sold. 9 things. Oh, Henry Harrison, got you. This is a suit by Peter Millar, Or I'd say Peter Millar in my little videos just to make people upset and be like, dude, it's not Peter Millar. This is a Peter Millar suit, 44T, which stands for 44 tall. And Peter Millar suits are size US. So whenever you see the size on a Peter Millar suit, it's US. So it's a 44 tall, 44T. It sold for $59. No, it didn't. Peter Millar. It sold for $90. $90 on Poshmark. Like, I know I didn't sell that for $59. That's how much a blazer sell for. Got to get some linen stuff. Yeah, definitely got to get some linen stuff. Okay, so rolled it up like a burrito, putting it in a bag, then putting it in a priority shoebox. There you guys go. I picked up a payslip for Ethan Allen during the Revolutionary War, dated the time period of the siege. I can't pronounce that word. I give it to my nephew. But that's what it's about, passing it down, Angry. I love that. Passing it down. And my son's going to be subjected to all of this. And he knows my antique room. We talk about it. I mean, we go to the Indianapolis 500 and we see the history. It was 109th, I think, this year. 109th, I think, 500. And there's a ton of history with that. So I'm all about history. And I know our history in the United States doesn't go back very far, but I still love it. I'm into it. All right. So there's how that suit will ship out. Hopefully they don't sell the suit I sent out on eBay last week. They're returning it because it doesn't fit, unfortunately. Do I pick up anything Ted Baker? Good question. The only Ted Baker I pick up now, I'm paying $5, are like the heavier duty. If I find a full zip Ted Baker like sweater that's in good condition and it has a little pocket with the button right here, I'll pick those up. But the polos don't sell like what they used to for me. They still sell. You can still sell them, but I usually don't buy them for $5 because they sit for a little longer than what I want. Here's that on the go, like we talk about. On the go, OTG. This is Vineyard Vines on the go. It's just their performance line. Always sells pretty well. This one sold for $21. $21. 20 or 21. I have another one sold for 20 or 21. It's my Peter in a box. Yes, Amy. Hubby took all my Peter Millar. Yeah, that's what husbands do. You need to take your husband's Peter and put it in a box. I'm just saying. Amy, get my back on that one. You need to take your husband's Peter and put it in a box, okay? He took yours. You need to take his. Ted Baker ties sell well. There you go. Tam said. Apparently, we are a young country. Comparatively, we are a young country. We're a baby country. Shoot, I should have put that in a priority bag. That's okay. Yeah, we are a baby country. Like 200, almost 250 years old, something like that. At the right bite cost, of course. Yeah, for the ties. For show. Another one of those bad birdies. $29 on that. Poshmark. Going to go in a padded flat rate because it's priority and I can do that. Women's Ted Baker. Ooh, there you go. Ted Baker dresses. Now, I was just talking about men's clothing. Women's clothing, I don't know. But I did find new with tags flip for $280. There you go. Ted Baker women's. Get it. I don't know much about Ted Baker women's, if anything, other than now I know that their dresses usually flip for $60 to $150. So that's what I'd get some Ted Baker dresses. Here's the other Vineyard Vines. This is a not on the go. It's just a Vineyard Vines like that. And it'll just say polyester. So it's the performance kind still. Just right before they started making it on the go. Just love it here. Ted Baker sandals sold for me. There you go. See? That's why you guys are here. Me over here saying I don't get much Ted Baker and men's stuff. I don't. But in women's, it sounds like it does well. And sandals. See, take their advice. They sell that stuff. I don't. Not sure if you know about the brand, but I found my first Skinner today. It's women's, but something to be aware of. Okay, there you guys go. I don't know. I'd have to see the label. It doesn't sound familiar. Eden, I don't know that brand. I don't know a ton of women's. I'm trying to learn. The same, I'm telling you this tonight, when I was taking photos this morning, and I literally told my wife, I think I'm just going to sell all my women's stuff on Whatnot because I just not good with women's clothing. I'm done with it. And you guys know that I've been here a long time. I just go back and forth with it. List it, Whatnot it. List it, Whatnot it. But yeah, I need to know that. I need to realize the brands. Heading out. Have a great weekend. Bye, Tam. Everyone say bye, Tam. Have a good week, everybody. Not weekend. Have a good week, everybody. For authenticating designer ties. Theo. You can usually tell by the feel if it's authentic or not. What brand is it, Theo? If you see like ties that would be counterfeit, more likely are Gucci and Hermes. Those would be like two ties I could see counterfeited more often. I don't think you're going to find like a Brioni counterfeit tie. Where it says bye. This is one of those I Be Cool. I have a million of these. I dropped all the prices to $29.99. I Be Cool. This pattern's not that great. You're looking for this in a colorful pattern. This one sold for $29. $29. I don't like doing women's either, but it was in the men's section. Yeah. I've never heard of it. And I found a Grayson. Grayson, not polo, not like golf, like Grayson is in the shirts, women's shirts in the men's section. Yeah. Thanks for it. Look, bye, Tam. Bye. Bye. Men's clothing are just easy. Brand styles, easy to learn. I agree. And also, something about men's clothing. You ladies out there with someone special or have had someone special or whatever. That man out there, he wore this polo shirt in 2007, 2008, 2009, all the way up to 2025, and it's still in style. That's guy clothing for the most part. Polo Ralph Lauren, those shirts, they're always in style. Just a button-up shirt. Women, you got your skinny leg, your flare leg, your baggy leg, your mom fit, your boyfriend fit, all of the fits. Guys, we just have Under Armour golf shorts that we can wear for the next 15 years. These are size 30 Under Armour match play golf shorts. These sold for $18. $18 on those. Ralph, the biggest counterfeit item. Felix says Ralph is the biggest. Ralph, who's Ralph? I don't even know Ralph. Ralph Lauren. Is that what you're speaking of, Felix? Probably is. The dress section at the thrift gives me a headache. Me too. Audra, you know it does me too. Me too. Luckily for me, you guys know, like I know the tags that color the week, so I just have to look at the new ones. But yeah, I'm just not getting. And then I get it, and then I'm like, oh, now I'm gonna have to take photos of this dress that's long, and I really don't want to even sell this thing. Speaking of Travis Matthew, another Travis Matthew. This one's blue and it has a stripe. The gray one had a stripe too. So Travis Matthew with stripe. This one sold for $18. I'm sending these all out in padded flat rate because I have a million of them right now. Found Stone Island jogger pants. Turned out to be fake. Ooh, Stone Island. I don't know that brand. But they make counterfeit ones. It must be like a hip brand. Women have too many clothes, dress, pants, jeans, sweats. Exactly. I know. Sheen loves women because they can just go with the style. You wear it once and you throw it away. All that sort of stuff. I still have my ticket dress from 1986. I feel attacked by serfs. Listen, you're aging yourself right now. First of all, 1986. That was the year I was born. So hopefully that was your newborn dress, Angry Otter. Otherwise, you're older than me. Okay. These are Eddie Bauer Travex pants. These sold like, I'm going with like the last things I sold. This sold like Friday. When I was deep in fashion design and doing fashion shows, I made men's clothing. It was easier fitting models than women. I bet the models back then were like slimmer too than now. I feel like all the vintage guys' clothes I find from like the 70s and 80s, like their larges are our days smalls, mediums. There you go. Dresses are really good for me. Hate suits though. Yeah, suits suck too. I mean, I obviously I sold a suit. Suits suck. Eddie Bauer still sells. So the reason this sold is because it's Travex. Travex can sell well. This sold for $18. Travex. I have some more. I'll show you real quick what they look like. I think you're gonna try to learn women's clothing, learn dresses. It's the most profitable. Sold at Mac. To go 2 weeks ago for $300. Okay, if I'm learning anything, it's got to be women's dresses. I need a Bolo list. Do you sell, like, when people ask me, do you sell Bolo list? Maybe I'm the one that needs to buy one now. Let's see. Okay, so Eddie Bauer. There's two types. The first Ascent. And then the ones that say Travex on them. Travex. They sell. They're not like, ooh, I got to get it, but they sell. These were also a size 38, 32, which is a good size. That helps it out. Those are in my pants section that are like that. You guys know I know where my stuff is. I was attached in 1972. Definitely older, sir. Okay. A great year. Otter is a great year. 1972. A lot of good things happened that year. A lot of good things. Like the discos were starting going off then. Queen probably started about that time. I was emo back in high school in the 90s, which I'd kept all my band t-shirts. There were so much. Yes. So what would you say, Eden, what would you say emo is? Is emo? Because like back then I listened to stuff like Korn and Limp Bizkit and stuff, but was that not emo? What would be emo being? What's good emo in the 90s? A good example. That's it, by the way. Gotta look out for them. Yep. So when it comes to Travex Eddie Bauer, look for the blazers. The blazers do the best. It just looks like a men's blazer, but when you feel it, it feels like nylon or polyester. And it will say Travex, it'll say 42 or 44, whatever the size is. And those tend to sell pretty well. Look back at your lives and write a list of all your women's brands. Take it with you when you're thrifting. Dora, I know. What I need to do is just do clothing brands. Look at that. Been on here. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so now I have 9 items to ship. 9 more items to ship. All right, guys. That is it. Any last questions before we leave? If not, you can just say bye. Say bye. We can ship something real quick. So just sold this cool. I mean, it's might as well if I have it right here. Cool. This is a cool, and it says wild fiber on it. Cool wild fiber. It's 100% cotton, and it's just a button-up shirt. It's sold for $22.99 on eBay. So I'll just go over to eBay and print that label off. Look, I'm like K-Way. I'll just print my labels off right from eBay in front of you guys. $5.21 is how much that label cost me, and they paid me $7. They paid me $7, and I'm paying $5.21 since I'm shipping it at home. How about it? Bye. All right, bye. Evanescence is emo. I was never into Korn, Marilyn Manson, Deftones, etc. Thanks for keeping me company. You're welcome. Limp Bizkit was too much upbeat to be emo. Okay, Noah. What's up, Noah? Okay, so Evanescence. Yeah, I think right? I think she's still out. I feel like I saw her open for Muse not too long ago. Evanescence. Would that make sense, Eden? Would she have opened for Muse? I know this exact song. I'm singing it in my head. I'm not going to sing it for you guys. Yeah, Evanescence. Oh, I think I have these other 2 shirts down here too. So that sold. Let's just keep shipping stuff. Bye, Alicia. Old Navy made a mistake and put the 50% off label on the clearance rack. I stocked up today for casual wear. There you go. Old Navy sells, Angry. New tags, it does sell. It sells. It sells. All right. So we got that. And I thought it was right down here. I guess it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. I thought I had them down here. So I have Robert Graham #1. This is outdated. This is from like the late 2000s, like 2008, something like that. This one too, outdated with those vertical stripes. They sold for $43.98 for the 2 of them. Once this are going out to the same buyer. Good little flip cups though. Bought these at a church sale recently. Probably there was a lot of crossover in the 90s, I feel. Yeah, feel like that too. 90s had some great music. I agree. Every decade had really great music, if you think about it. 90s was for sure good too. Obviously. All right, this will be the last. This will be the last one. Yeah, make someone smile tomorrow and get someone a compliment. And I will go on that note too. I'll ship this by myself. So appreciate you guys. Have a good night. I will not be live tomorrow morning because we went live tonight. Thank you for all coming in and asking questions and hanging out with me. Hope to catch you again